Hi everyone, it's Eric from ecartman12.blogspot.com and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Vodafone Smart Tab 2. A big thank you must go over to Vodafone for sending me this tablet over to review. Now, you could pick this up on contract, and you could also pick this up on pay-as-you-go. And I'll tell you the pay-as-you-go price. On pay-as-you-go, it'll cost you £159, and on contract, the prices tend to fluctuate, so you can check the website out yourself and actually see the updated price. Okay, so here's the Smart Tab 2, and a really nice box. You can see a bit flashy with the camera, headphones, and all that sort of stuff here, but a little bit unnecessary as well, but it's a really nice sort of presented box. Got the Vodafone logo down there. And it says over here, your way every day, Vodafone Smart Tab 2. 7 because the 7-inch tablet. At the bottom, you got nothing but just some sort of IMEI information stuff. A tab which I cut open earlier. Here you got a side profile of the tablet. At the bottom is what I said you already got earlier. And on this side, you've got another side profile. Well, let's have a look what we've got at the back. The back, I think, actually would have been nicer if this kind of picture was on the front, actually. But let's take a look. This is where all the interesting stuff is, and let me just turn down the iris so you can actually get a good look at the specs right here. Okay, so let's have a look what we got. We got a 7-inch WSVGA touch display running at a resolution of 1024 by 600. It's running Android Ice Cream Sandwich. It's got the Google mobile suite of applications such as the Play Store and all the regular other sort of Google apps you get on Android. It's got 3G, HSPA, so it's basically also got Wi-Fi, B, G and N. Front-facing camera 0.3 megapixels and a back camera of 2 megapixels and built-in 4 gigabytes of memory. And it does accept microSD cards up to a 32 gigabyte card. And then you've got some other stuff over here that it tells you could do. We could do videos, front and back camera, social networking, games, email, browsing. All the stuff you'd usually expect from a tablet device. And as you can see over here, it's powered by Lenovo. Now, Lenovo haven't got a very good sort of reputation when it comes to tablets. Well, budget tablets mainly. But we'll actually take a look at this one and see if they've actually learned their lesson. And now that you've actually done seeing the specs, I'm going to actually increase the iris again. This won't happen on future videos, just little problems and experiments I'm doing with my camera. Okay, so as we release the lid, we see the Smart Tab 2 itself, and let's just take this out. Okay, so let's pop this to one side. Some fingerprints already on the screen. And let's see, do we get anything here? No. Haven't got anything there. Okay, what we got here? Okay, and here we've got a 3-pin UK plug. Pretty self-explanatory. This 3-pin plug, and there's going to be a micro USB to full-size USB connector in there, and you just connect it into this and it'll charge the device. Okay, let's see what else. As expected, you get full-size USB to micro USB. No earphones or anything provided in the box, and I think this part of the box is actually quite unnecessary because there is quite a steep section of the box under here you just saw me release earlier, and they could have easily gotten away with just putting this at the at the bottom over there. So they would have made the box a lot smaller that way and stuff. So I don't know, they just did that anyway. So that's all that's in the box. No earphones, anything else surprisingly. Okay, so let's take a look at the Smart Tab 2. Now, I'm just gonna say, aside from it being a fingerprint magnet, it's really got a nice weight to it. It's a bit heavier than the Nexus 7 tablets like that, but it feels like it's got a very good quality build to it. The back has got a sort of dimple texture. I prefer the one in the Nexus 7, but it still feels very nice. It's got the 2 megapixel camera right there. To tell you the truth, with the size of that camera, I'd expect it to be a 3 megapixel, but that's fine. Powered by Lenovo. You've got the Vodafone symbol over there, which looks really quite nice in that sort of chrome effect. You got stereo speakers here, which very good to see in a budget tablet. I know the Nexus 7 people found out actually had it when they actually did a sort of tear down and saw what the guts were like. But that's great that Vodafone are still giving it as well, because as we know, Google can afford to not make as much money on their hardware, since their money doesn't come in just by their hardware, it comes also by their Google ads and many other stuff Google do. So they can afford to do some compromises, with their funds on their Nexus 7. However, tablets like this from Lenovo and Vodafone, they can't really tend to do that, but they still give stuff like stereo speakers. Okay, little rant out of the way, so let's just power the screen on. And can we see anything? The studio lights make this virtually impossible to see. I did actually have to set this up earlier. Apparently it was already on. It was already on when I took it out of the box. Okay, let's put to full brightness. Can you see what's going on there? That is not very good. You know what? Let me just reduce some of the lights on my studio lights. I think you can see it a little bit better. Let me just put it down and give you a zoom in, because bring it too close to my lights, you can't really see very well. Let's see. No. Okay, I've gone as bright as I can. Can't really do much else right there. It's quite strange. Okay, so let's just flick between the screens. It's quite responsive, and as you can see, this is more of a tablet sort of interface that they've put on here. Normally you get on the 7-inch tablets, you get the sort of mobile experience with some tablet aspects. However, this looks like the full-on tablet experience of Android. Tap on that, it'll bring up your apps. I've already installed some apps, and then here's the widgets. Quite responsive, and it's quite smooth in its motion and stuff, which is really quite nice. So I just took this out of the box recently and just installed some apps, because it also did need a charge as soon as I lifted the lid, because apparently this was already on throughout the shipping sort of period, so that was very strange. So let's see, it comes with stuff built in like Google Chrome, Amazon Kindle, the browser. If I were you, I'd use the browser. The Google Chrome still has a lot of work to do. The camera, and Flash player as well, so yes, this does support Flash. Probably not to the best sort of extent as many other tablets could do, but this still does a very good job of it. Also, Spider-Man. I did try installing this game, however, there's not enough built-in storage, so I could not actually test this game out, so I'm going to just have to remove that. Samsung remote I installed myself. I was trying a bit of stuff myself as well, but messaging, you can actually send text messages with this as well, and don't think I'm going to tap on that, because it might show some people I've already sent text messages to, because obviously this is a 3G tablet. And speaking of which, let's just show you the back, as you can take this back lid off with this little hatch, which escapes me where it is at the moment. Let's have a look. There you go, that's how you do it. Quite cheap. It does flex and bend, as you can see here, and it feels very shallow as well. And also the tabs are a pain to put back on. So over here you've got your Vodafone SIM card, some IMEI information stuff. I'm just going to cover that with my thumb. And this is a micro SD card slot which supports up to a 32GB card. Now let's put this back on. Now I've always had a lot of trouble with this. Let's hope on camera I get better luck. And I did. So you're not going to be seeing me spend loads of time trying to put that back hatch back on. Okay, let's put the screen back on again. The screen, I'd say, is very reflective and already a fingerprint magnet. I gave this a clean before I put it in the box. It's quite nice and responsive, though. I can give you that. Let's go to the browser. Let's go. I was going to say let's go to my site, but it's already a window open up over there. I'll show you more of the full-featured web browsing experience in my full review. Okay, so here's my website. And let's pinch to zoom in. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, pinch to zoom in, double tap. It'll reflow all the text, so you can just scroll up and down to read it, as opposed to also left and right, which is quite troublesome. Double tap, zoom out, and it does seem quite responsive. I don't like what it's doing right there. I know that's something that the browser normally does, but not as crude as this device is doing. But I'm going to have to give this device a good old test. I did have to take it out of the box earlier, as I said, so I can give it a charge, otherwise I will not be able to give you this first look. But as it stands, for £159, there are better options on the market from, just on paper when you look at specs. This has a 1 GHz single core processor as opposed to the dual core and quad core options out there. But I'll report back to you and say if this is worth your time and money, and if you would overall be satisfied with this tablet. So, thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Eric from ecartman12.blogspot.com. Please thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video.